Good morning, traders. This is Perry Wilkie with StartupTrading.com, and it's basically 9 a.m. Eastern Time on Thursday, December 18th. So looking back at yesterday's session, right, the blue here is the overnight, the gray is the bell-to-bell distribution. You can just see, once again, just those liquidation breaks and very sketchy, poor structure type action. So you can see there's a split here right around 68.32 on the ES, right, above or below, and then really, if and when, well, it's not a matter of if, it's when, back above 68.58 would really, you know, make all of that, it should induce some more pressure on the market to the upside. Looking at the NASDAQ, you got a line at 25,385 basically, and one at 25,240. We're just a hair under that 240 right now, and the ES is at 68.30 as I speak. So what did we do yesterday, right? Top of the auction, right? Right back down into where we had some poor structure before, and just stopped pretty much dead nuts on it. For the Qs, right? The weekly put wall was at 600. We traded 600.28 yesterday, probably close enough for government work. And the remember last week we were between 680 and 690, right? Now we almost traded closer to 670. We traded 671.20 on the bell low yesterday. So uh, looking at this distribution, right, we come back down. If you look at the untested points of control now, that we cleared one going back quite a ways. We got yesterday's point of control at 67.90, which we are, about 40 points above right now. Then we got one at 69.39, right, over 120 points up basically. And then you've got one clear down at 65.70. So nothing around here will probably end up, uh, you know, making some back end from, let's just say tip to tip. So I think 6,700 basically to right around 68, 60, 68.70. That's probably your fair value at this point in time, and we'll see if that low holds uh, going into the close tomorrow, right? Big OPEX tomorrow, quad witch. Uh, Not going to beat that up. So we had to put in some poor structure yesterday, right? The NASDAQ is already trying to push through and probe. Remember, there's an auction above these blocks and there's an auction below these blocks. The middle is kind of you know, uh, you know, the top of the box down is one way to look at it, or the bottom of the box up is another way to look at it in profile theory. And then you've got some real distinctions in excess and in auctions, right at 68, 62 basically for the ES, and then you've got 25, 345, and then up here at 25, 520 basically is what you're looking at. Once again, there's nothing to hang your head on the cash market for today. And then as we look at the SPY, right? Remember 680 to 690 was where we were at for a while. Uh, we are currently trading um, 677 is where we would be right now. So uh, for fair value today, if things don't get out of hand, remember we did have a catalyst this morning, so we can get a move now. This is where I was expecting to get some one-time framing was in today's session heading into OPEX. I don't know if tomorrow is going to be all that exciting, to be honest with you, but 672 to 680 is what I'm looking at. So you'd only have about 30 ES handles higher, maybe 31 at 31, 32 at this point in time. So the ES is trading 68.31. So you'll be looking at 68, 62 would be around where the 680 would be right now. And then we'll have to see for the week, right? 670, and then again, remember this is the major expiration tomorrow, and you can look at see, basically on these bigger gamma levels, and then looking at the Qs in the same way. The Qs are currently trading um, 609 or just a shade under that. You can see that there's a lot of gamma on 610 today, and then fair value is really uh, from 600 to 615, but you can see there's a lot more gamma from 608. Now that we're up here, it'll be interesting to see if 608 holds this morning after the bell rings, or if we just get a little dip and go. But below 608, you just head right back down to 605. Above, I would say I wouldn't chase too much above 613 until it proves itself. So you got a lot of gamma between 610 and 613. That would still be from where we're currently trading. You're looking at about $124 in the Qs, or right around 120, $125 in the NQ. So that would put the NQ, let's just say right at 25,360 is right around where this 613 would be. So then again, I'm just going to be watching the auctions. You are above the expected high move of the day, which is a sign that you could have, not only the reversal, uh, but we'll see if this ends up being support, right? So a lot of times when we have these tempo changes, you have two different conditions that can exist, right? You can have to where you just build a little bit of consolidation above there and you lose it later in the day, you come back down under it, or you can just build on it all day, and that is what should have been the high for the day ends up being what should be the low for the bell at that point in time. But the bigger option, now that we've had a catalyst, is just that you get one time framing and poor structure. Now that we've come off of this weekly expected low, we'll see if we can get to uh, what is the call wall. Uh, just keep moving up in these gammas. Remember, I shade the heavy concentrations of gamma where there's just a lot of things, and then I mark the large gamma levels with these orangish lines. I hope this helps, but right now the SPY is just right around that expected high move of the day, right where the Nasdaq's a little bit above it. So we'll see if the NASDAQ or the ES and the SPY can join the party or not. And then we'll go from there. We'll see what Jack's looking at next, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.